for $6. And I also got, oh, I can't even get it up. Oh my gosh. Oh, this purse for $6. Guys, I literally feel like the thrift queen, okay? Drum roll, please. Here we go. Okay, it's giving off spiritual hoe, and we love it. I feel like freaking Shakira in this skirt. You know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's like... Hey guys, my name is Cameron, and welcome back to my channel, Which Way to Wicked, where we talk about all things love, light, and especially tarot. So guys, today we are going to be doing such an amazing reading. We are going to be finding out, what does your future spouse, your freaking hubby to be, what do they look like, okay? In particular, what are they going to be looking like whenever you meet them, okay? So, if you are interested in that, then let's go ahead and get into your group picks, okay? So here are your group picks today. So for group number 1, we have this yummy bourbon pecan pie candle. For group number 2, we have this a thankful pumpkin and spice candle, which, oh my gosh, it really makes me want to have a pumpkin and spice latte, okay? And then last but not least, for group number 3, we have this Paris Cafe candle, which, for your information, it literally just smells like a coffee shop, and it is amazing. It's amazing. It's a whole vibe. So, guys, I want you to go ahead and take a really big, deep breath in. And now I want you to please let it out. And now I want you to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to think about your future spouse. And I want you to think about what they are going to be looking like, especially on the day that you meet them, okay? And then whenever you feel ready, please open your eyes. And whichever candle your eyes lands on first, then that, my dear, is going to be the reading for you today. Now, if you feel called to more than one candle here, then definitely feel free to check out those extra messages. And as always, I will have the timestamps listed down in the description box below. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading today, okay? Hello, group 1. So if you chose this freaking yummy and amazing bourbon pecan pie candle, then hey, hello my lovely folks, and welcome to your reading today. So I'm going to go ahead and place this right here, and let's take a look at your tarot cards, okay? So the cards that you received was the Hierophant. We also have the Queen of Cups. We have the Six of Swords. And then taking a look at your oracle cards today, we have the Knight card coming through. We have Janet Frame with Belonging. We have the Abbey. We also have Piercing the Mist. And last but not least, we have the Lady of Shallow. Or guys, honestly, I don't know if it's pronounced the Lady of Shallow or the Lady of Shallot. Like, it's a mystery. It's a mystery. It has like, it's spelled Shalott. I don't know. How would you guys pronounce it? I'm not sure. But anyways, guys, that is such a long tangent. But getting back to your reading today, the actual reason why we are here. First of all, talking about the zodiac signs that I'm seeing today with the Hierophant, this does represent Taurus energy. And then with the Queen of Cups, this represents some strong water energy as well. So I am talking about the water signs Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So your future spouse, your future hubby could definitely be one of those signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. So definitely keep a lookout for those. But just talking about what your person looks like, first of all, I'm getting two distinct messages, okay? So for half of you guys that have come to this reading, I do think with the Hierophant coming through, with this representing somebody who is older, who is more mature, I think that your person, your future spouse, when you meet them, they could be older, okay? I'm talking about them being in their 40s, in their 50s, maybe even older than that. And I do think that whenever you meet them and they are at this age, I think that this is going to be somebody who is aging very gracefully, okay? I don't think that this person is going to get plastic surgery all the time, left and right. In fact, I think that they're going to be like Cameron Diaz, right? You know how Cameron Diaz, she's just allowing herself to completely age with grace. She is somebody who is a celebrity. She is always out on the news, on different talk shows, and she does not feel the need to have to hide her age. She doesn't feel the need to have to make herself act like she is so freaking young, like Madonna, right? Like how Madonna completely changed her look. She literally looks like she has a new face. If you haven't seen that picture of her, you need to see it. There's been some pictures that were released of her, and she completely looks like she changed her entire face, like she got a face implant or something. But I don't think your person is going to be like that. I think this is going to be somebody who has their smile lines and they rock it, right? I see this person, especially if they are somebody who is more masculine, who is allowing themselves to gray. They're going to be like a silver fox, if you will. But I do think that it is worth mentioning that if you are somebody who is more interested in women, I do think that for just a few of you guys, these women could be dyeing their hair, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that at all. And if they are dyeing their hair, then I do think that they would be dyeing their hair in like a red shade right here, because if you see this older lady, she does have red hair. Or it could be in the browns, because these lovely ladies right here also have kind of like brown hair as well. So lighter brown, darker brown, red, that is what I'm seeing for you, okay? But guys, for the other half of you, I think that you could be meeting somebody who is younger. So I am talking about 20s, 30s. If they are in their 20s, I think that it would be in their later 20s. But yeah, later 20s, 30s, maybe going back to their 40s. And if they are younger, I think that they just give off an old lady, old man type of vibe. Okay, I think that this is definitely somebody who is very mature and they are wise beyond their years. They have a really big older soul, and I do see them as being somebody who dresses very old as well. So what I mean by that is I think that this could be somebody who frequents a lot of thrift stores. They could be somebody who likes to dress as though they are from another era. So maybe they are into like that 50s or 60s type of look, right? But I do think that at the end of the day, whether you are somebody who is going to be ending up with somebody who is older or somebody who is younger, for all of you guys that have found yourself at this reading today, I would say that your person's style, your future spouse's style, is on the more simpler side. I definitely think this is somebody who doesn't feel the need to have to wear all these accessories like your girl here. I feel like this is somebody who doesn't feel the need to dress like they are going to the Oscars if they're going to the freaking grocery store, right? I simply think this is somebody who just likes to put on a t-shirt, they like to put on some jeans, you know, maybe sometimes they like to look cute and they may wear a skirt every now and then, but I definitely think that this is just somebody who feels most confident whenever they're just in a simple type of look, okay? And I think that that is really, really awesome to see here. But what's so interesting about your person is I really feel like, especially with the Knight card coming through, I think that your person could literally wear like some very modest clothes like this little girl right here, but they look like they are shiny, like they are just amazing, right? They look like they're going to the Oscars, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like your person, they could wear a trash bag, but they look as though they are walking on the Victoria's Secret runway, okay? And I think what can be said about your person is that they just rock it. Okay, I think that they just love themselves so much, and I think that they do have like this strong sense of purpose. They have this really deep confidence, and that shines so much. It shines through, and it doesn't matter if they're wearing a trash bag, if they're wearing their freaking grandma's clothes. It doesn't matter, right? Like, they just look incredible, and I think that that is definitely going to be something that you love. It's just that presence that they have, the way that they carry themselves. It is so freaking amazing. And talking about the way that your person carries themselves, I think another reason why they may have such a big striking presence as well is I do think that for a lot of you guys, this person could be on the taller side. The reason why I'm seeing that for you is because we literally have the Statue of Liberty coming through right here with the Six of Swords, and obviously the Statue of Liberty, that is a really big statue, okay? Like, it is huge. So I definitely think that your person, they could be very tall, okay? So if we are talking about if you are somebody who is more into males, I think that they could be 6 feet or up. If you are somebody who is more into women, I think that they could be like 5'7", 5'6", 5'8", or up. But since this is a very general reading, a few of you guys could end up with a shorty on your hands, which there's nothing wrong with that. And if that is the case, then I do think that your shorter person could be somebody who is a big fan of wearing boots with big platforms on them. If this is somebody who prefers to wear sneakers, then I also think that those sneakers would probably have a big platform heel as well. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I've seen a lot of high tops that are especially in style right now. They're like regular Converse, but they have like a really big sole. Is that the right word? No, not the sole, just, you know, the bottom of their shoes. It's like really big platforms, right? So I really think that your person, even if they are on the shorter side, they wear these big shoes that make them taller, okay? And it makes them seem as though they are taller than they are, okay? But let's see, moving on, what do we need to talk about next? Let's talk about their skin tone. So I definitely think that your person is going to be somebody who has lighter skin. I see them as being somebody who, you know, I don't know if they go out in the sun a lot. I'm not sure. Maybe this is just somebody who is very aware of their skin, and they are aware of the fact that the sun is not nice to said skin, right? So this could be somebody who maybe wears a lot of hats, or they wear a lot of like sunscreen, and because of that, because they know that, you know, the sun isn't their bestie, because they try to maybe stay out of the sun as much as possible, I think that they do have a paler skin tone, right? But let's see. Next, I think we're going to talk about your person's eyes, okay? So I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not exactly seeing a specific eye color, because just looking at these people that I can see, I can't tell what their eye color is in these cards. But if I had to say what eye color your person would have, I would definitely say that your person would have darker eyes, okay? I feel like that is what is definitely coming through here. So I feel like, you know, your person, whether they have dark brown eyes, dark blue eyes, or dark green eyes, they're gonna be very, very dark, okay? And if your person does have like blue eyes or green eyes, I think that in certain light, it could look as though they have black eyes in a way, because you know what I mean, right? Because there are some people that have really dark blue eyes, and in certain lights, they look like they're brown, right? Because they're so dark. So that is what I'm seeing for that. And one of the other things that is really, really coming through here for me is I feel like whenever you meet your person, I think that they're going to be giving off those like strong, silent, sad types. Okay, they're going to be giving off those sad boy vibes, if that makes any sense. The reason why I'm seeing that is because if you look at this girl right here, you know, she literally just lost her pet. I don't know if you can see this, but her pet right here is literally in ghost form, and it's sitting next to her, and she just looks so sad, right? Because she lost her pet, obviously. And she just looks like she's upset. And if you look at this chick right here, she looks really upset too. She's just like lying in this boat. And I know it looks like she's asleep, but it literally says like on the side here, because there are like some key words right here. It says love, idealism, illusion, and victim. Okay, so I'm definitely getting the idea that your person, whenever you first meet them, they're going to be giving off those like sad boy, sad girl vibes. But what's so interesting about it is just because they may look kind of sad, they may look kind of upset, that doesn't mean that they're going to come off as a victim. In fact, I think that this is going to be somebody who's very intense. I think that they do seem like somebody who is very tough, very strong. Again, we had this like Statue of Liberty chick coming through, which, you know, the Statue of Liberty, if you were to stand right in front of the Statue of Liberty, it's quite intimidating, right? It's huge, it's big, it's scary. If that thing were to fall on you, you'd be out for the count, right? So I definitely think that even though your person is going to seem very sad, they're not going to seem weak. They're going to seem very strong. In fact, the vibes that I'm getting for you is I'm honestly thinking of like John Wick, which is kind of funny because, you know, John Wick, he actually lost his dog. Like, his dog was killed, and then he went on this like revenge killing spree, trying to kill all the people that were in charge that freaking killed his freaking dog, that assassinated his pup, okay? And so that's honestly like the vibes that I'm getting. If I had to describe your person as a certain actor, as a certain actress, it would definitely be Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves, is that how you say it, right? Keanu Reeves from John Wick. And I just think that that fits your person so freaking perfectly because, again, like John Wick, like Keanu Reeves, you know, Keanu Reeves is very tall. He's like 6'1", I think. He's 6'1". So he's really, really tall. He also seems quite intimidating. You know, he has very striking dark eyes. I can't remember whether his eyes are blue or brown, but they're very dark and very, very beautiful. And I definitely think, like, Keanu Reeves, he doesn't really dress like super nice all the time. Like, I feel like he's somebody who does dress down a bit, you know, just because he has like so much money, he doesn't go out and buy all these designer brands, right? Like, if you look at him, if you ever search him up on your phone, like look up his street style, he's always just dressed very simple. He has a t-shirt on, some jeans, maybe he's wearing a hoodie every now and then. You know, don't get me wrong, he does dress very nice and puts on some nice suits whenever he goes to like the little, you know, award ceremonies, but who doesn't? But whenever he's not at one of those like little award parties or whatever, he's always just dressed very simple, very laid back. And that's the energy that I'm really getting from your person. You know, this is somebody who, whether they have a lot of money or not, I think that this is going to be somebody who doesn't feel the need to dress very, very nice and to wear all these designer brands. They dress very simple. They're very humble, very modest. They're very tall. You know, this is somebody who is going to be aging with grace, especially if you meet them and they are in their 40s, 50s, 60s. You know, just like Keanu Reeves, he doesn't feel the need to, you know, get any type of surgery. He has definitely been just allowing himself to age naturally, which is so amazing, and we love it. We're here for it. And you know, he's just a nice guy. He's just a nice guy, but he does seem kind of upset. You know what I mean? Whenever you look at pictures of him, he's just so like silent and like, you know, just like serious all the time. And so he does look like he's a little upset. You know what I mean? So yeah, if I had to describe your person as like an actor, like the vibes they give off, I would definitely say, you know, Keanu Reeves. Okay, that is the vibe that I'm getting from your person. Okay? But yeah, guys, honestly, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have an incredible rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, Group 2. So if you chose this thankful pumpkin and spice candle that literally smells so much like a pumpkin and spice latte, then hey, hello, you guys. How are you? And welcome to your fabulous reading. So I'm going to go ahead and place this right here. And let's take a look at your tarot cards, okay? So first of all, you guys, we do have the King of Coins coming through. We also have the Moon card coming through as well. And last but not least, we have the Two of Coins, okay? Now, taking a look at your oracle cards, we have Samaritan. We have Charlotte Perkins Gilman with Freedom. We also have the Holy Grail, Nimue, and last but not least, we have Time's Arrow. Okay, so guys, talking about the zodiac signs that are making an appearance with the Moon card, this does represent that beautiful, sensual, sweet Pisces energy. And then with the King of Coins, this does represent the earth signs. So for the earth signs, I'm talking about Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So your person could be one of those signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. But guys, first of all, the one thing that I have to tell you is that this whole reading, all of your cards are literally giving off such a strong Jennifer Lopez vibe. Okay, I feel like if you like Jennifer Lopez, then you are definitely going to like your future spouse. Okay, and the reason why this is giving off such like big Jennifer Lopez energy is because of the fact that we literally have the Holy Grail card coming through. And if you don't know this, the Holy Grail in Arthurian legends, this is all about how if you find this like chalice, right, this cup, you drink it and you become immortal. So you will never ever age at all. You will always be as hot as you were the day that you drank it. Okay? And what's funny is we also have the Moon card coming through, which is all about mystery, right? It gives a sense of mysteriousness, a sense of mystique to your person. And so with these two cards coming through, this makes me think so much about Jennifer Lopez because of the fact that we literally can't tell how old that lady is at all. Like, that lady does not freaking age, okay? She looks just as young as she did whenever she was in her 30s, okay? And I think Jennifer Lopez is literally 53. Like, she is my mom's age, okay? And don't get me wrong, my mom looks amazing. Like, she is gorgeous, okay? She's my freaking mama. She's my mama boo. But Jennifer Lopez, like, I mean, she just looks freaking phenomenal, okay? And so I feel like your person, whenever you meet your future spouse, I think that you're going to be looking at them, you're going to give them a first glance, you're going to give them a second glance, and then you're going to give them a third glance because you are just not going to be able to tell how old your person is, okay? You're not going to be able to tell how old they are. You're going to be thinking, are they 30? Are they 40? Are they, gasp, 50? Like, you're not going to be able to know because they just look so young. They look so freaking bomb. They look like freaking J-Lo. They're just going to be looking so hot. They're not going to be having a fine line in sight. They're just going to be looking amazing, okay? And so I definitely think that whenever you meet them, when it comes to your person's age, it's yet to be seen. It's yet to be determined. Spirit doesn't want us to know how old they are, okay? But I definitely think that no matter what, no matter how old they are, they're just going to look so freaking amazing. Okay, they're going to look incredible. I also think that it's worth mentioning here, with the Time's Arrow coming through and Nimue, it's literally so crazy to me how much these people look like each other. I mean, they're literally in the same position. They both have red hair. They both have something in their hair, right? This girl has a witch hat. This girl has some flowers. And they're also holding like a type of like orb or like a ball or something. You know what I mean? They look almost exactly the same, except, you know, this girl looks like the older version of this girl right here. You know what I mean? And so I'm getting the idea that for some of you guys, you could honestly already know your future spouse. This could be somebody who you knew whenever you guys were children, whenever you guys were really young. And I think now you're going to be seeing this person and they're going to be older, more mature. Obviously, they're going to look older. But I think that at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to tell how old they are, okay? Because they're just going to look so freaking bomb. And I also think that, you know, I think that they're just going to be somebody who, even if you do know their age, right? Because obviously, if you knew them whenever you were younger, if you grew up with them, You obviously know how old they are, I would assume. I just think that this is going to be somebody who's like a fine wine. They just get better with time, and I feel like they are going to be having a bit of a glow up. And whenever I say a bit of a glow up, I mean a huge glow up, because literally if you look at this girl, you know, if you look right here, this girl, she is wearing like, you know, she's kind of wearing like modest, humble clothes. She's not really trying to dress up. You know, right here, this girl, this chick looks like she is dressed to the nines. She looks gorgeous. She has flowers in her hair. She has this gorgeous, elegant dress on. She looks so pretty. You know, so I definitely think whenever you meet your future spouse for the first time, or for the second time, right, if you knew them whenever they were younger, they are going to be dressed very differently than they were whenever you knew them, whenever you guys were younger. I also think their hair is going to look very, very beautiful as well, because if you look at this girl right here, her hair looks just a little bit frizzy. It looks like it's on the frizzier side. And right here, this girl's hair looks like smoothed out. It looks beautiful, calmed down, okay? That's not to say that if you have frizzy hair, that it's not beautiful, because every hair texture is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely glorious. But at the end of the day, I just think that this person's hair has definitely gone through a transformation. So I just think that if you knew this person whenever you were younger, I think that you are going to be seeing them now, and you are just going to be so taken aback. You're going to be like, is this the same person who I knew whenever we were younger, whenever we were kids? Because they look like a completely different person. You know, they look the same but different, if that makes any sense. They just look older, but they look beautiful, okay? And I just think that age is going to do them so freaking well. And just like Jennifer Lopez, just as she gets older, she looks even better, okay? And I just love that. Now, I'm also getting J-Lo vibes in the way that I feel like your person, when it comes to their own personal style, I think that this is somebody who is all about dressing up, okay? They love to dress up. They love to look nice. I think that this is somebody who loves to accessorize, especially with their jewelry, with their like little, you know, with hats or with beautiful hair accessories, okay? The reason why I'm seeing that is because literally we have the King of Coins coming through, the King of Coins, and this guy's wearing a crown. He has a scepter. He has like this like little, I don't know, like this piece around his neck. I just think that your person, you know, this is somebody who loves to accessorize. They love to wear very nice jewelry, and I think that they really do have quite expensive taste. But it is worth mentioning here, I feel like even if whenever you meet your person, if they are not dressed to the nines, which I think would be only for a few of you guys, because I think wherever your person goes, for the most part, they are always dressed very, very nice. You know, they could be going to the freaking grocery store, and yet they are dressed like they are going to the Oscars, right? But if by some chance you catch them and they are not dressed to the nines, I think that it doesn't matter if they are wearing a freaking trash bag. They have the same confidence that Jennifer Lopez has. Okay, this is somebody who just could be wearing a trash bag and they look like they're going to the Oscars. They look like they are a Victoria's Secret angel. They just rock it, okay? But moving on from that, another reason why I would compare your person to Jennifer Lopez is because I feel like this is just somebody who has a very, very nice body. And I would say that for 75% of you guys, I would say that they probably like to dance. And whenever they exercise, they probably prefer like doing Zumba or doing yoga or something like that. And I think because they love to do those things, they really do have like a dancer, really sexy body like J-Lo. The reason why I'm seeing that is because if you look at the Samaritan card, these girls right here, they look like they are performing. They look like they're doing some type of acrobatic routine. Okay, so I definitely think that your person, they could be somebody who prefers to dance. They could be somebody who loves to just move their body. And I do think that at the end of the day, this is somebody who is very big about their physical health. They are very big about being as healthy as possible. They are aware of how, you know, it's better to be healthy than it is to not be healthy, right? And the reason why I'm seeing that is because we have the Two of Coins coming through. And the Two of Coins is all about balance. It's all about having that healthy balance. So I do think that your person is somebody who's really big about having a balance when it comes to their food, when it comes to their exercise, when it comes to, you know, making sure that they have breaks, that they have mental health days. They're just really big about being balanced in every area of their life, which I think is very beneficial to them. And I also think with the Two of Coins coming through, since this does talk about having that nice even balance, I think when we're talking about how tall your person is, I think that they are not going to be too tall and they're not going to be too short, okay? Just like, you know, the Goldilocks and the Three Bears, I think they're going to be just right. So I would definitely say that if you are somebody who is more interested in more masculine people, if you are more interested in men, I would say that they're going to be average height for males. So I think average height is 5'8" or 5'9", something around that. You know, wherever you are in your country, whatever your country's average height is, your person is going to be that average height. The same is to be said for women. You know, over here in America, the average height for the ladies is, I believe, 5'5". It's either 5'5" or 5'6". I think it's 5'5". But you know, again, it could change in depending on whichever country you're at. So just take a look at what your country's average height is, because whatever your average height is over there, that is going to be the height of your person. But talking about your person's hair color, I am definitely seeing for you that you could have a ginger on your hands. Okay, so if you have always been into like Ron Weasley, if you've always loved Ron Weasley, you were team Ron Weasley over team Harry, then I definitely think that you have found yourself in the right reading today, because I think that for almost all of you guys that are watching this, your person is going to be a ginger for sure. They're going to have red hair. But if that is not the case, for just a few of you guys, with these two cards coming here, this lady has really dark hair, and so do these girls right here. So if your person doesn't have red hair, then I think that they could have very dark brown or dark black hair. Okay? But moving on from that, at the end of the day, just talking about your person's eye color, I am seeing like some really pretty blue eyes coming through with this King of Coins guy. You can't really see it that well, but he has these really pretty blue eyes. So your person could have blue eyes, but if that is not the case, then I'm also seeing like some earthy tones. Okay, I'm seeing like maybe dark brown or honey brown. Okay, but I definitely think that your person's eye color, it's going to be in the browns or blues. Okay, but yeah, guys, honestly, that is what I'm seeing for you today. So again, your person, when it comes to the way that they dress, they're going to be really, really big and bold. They're always going to be dressed to the nines. Talking about how old your person looks, I don't think you're going to be able to point out how old they are, because they're just going to look freaking great, right? They're going to be like J-Lo. I definitely think that they're going to have a very, very nice body. Their hair color could be ginger, it could be brown. Their eye color could be brown, it could be blue. But yeah, guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have an incredible rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, Group 3. So if you chose this yummy and incredible Paris Cafe candle, then hey, hello, friends, and welcome to your reading today. So I'm going to go ahead and place this right here, and let's take a look at your cards today. Okay, so first of all, for your tarot cards, you received the Death card coming through, the Prince of Coins, and last but not least, you also have the King of Swords coming through. And then talking about your oracle cards, we have Midas/Miser, we have the Cauldron card, we have the Isle of Avalon, Arianhod, I don't know exactly how to pronounce that, it's like a name, Arianhod. And then last but not least, we have Needs Before Wants coming through. Okay, now guys, your cards in particular, your reading was honestly so interesting because I feel like when it comes to how you're going to meet your future spouse, I think that you are going to meet them 2 different times. Now, I can't say how far apart these encounters are going to be. I don't know if you guys are going to meet each other one day and then 2 years later you're going to run into them again. I can't tell you if you're going to meet them and then literally like in a week or 2 you're going to meet them again. I don't know what the range is going to be between these 2 encounters, but all I'm seeing is that you're going to meet them one time, and then you're going to meet them again. And I think that those 2 encounters are going to be so just crazy in the way that your future spouse is just going to go through this really big glow up from the first time you meet them to the second time you meet them. I think that they're going to go through this really, really huge transformation. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, first of all, we have the death card coming through. And the death card is all about transformation. It's all about letting go of something old so that something new can come in. And what's interesting is that we also have Midas and Miser coming through. And the Midas and Miser, it literally says right here, turning anything into gold, right? Turning anything into gold. So, with the messages that I'm seeing for you, I think that for some of you guys, whenever you first meet your future spouse, for like half of you, I think in that first encounter, your person is just not going to be making that much money. I think that they're going to be down on their luck. And whenever you run into them, they're not going to be wearing these like fancy designer clothes. They're not going to be dressed super, super nice. They're just going to be dressed very simple. You know, their hair, it's not going to be the type of hair where, you know, they go and get it done every week at the barber, at the hair salon, right? It's just maybe going to be hair that they do themselves. Maybe they're just going to have their hair in a braid, and maybe they're going to have dyed their hair at their house, and maybe it doesn't look the absolute best, right? But I think that, again, for those of you that, you know, you meet them this first time, for half of you, they just may not have the most money, and because they don't have the most money, they can't dress themselves in the best way imaginable. But the second time that you meet them, I think that they are going to go through this transformation in the way that they are going to have somehow gained some money, right? I think that they're going to have made a name for themselves. They're going to have worked very hard, especially with the Prince of Coins coming through, which is all about working for that bank. So I think that they're going to have made bank. And because of that, they are going to be dressed very, very nice. They're going to have their hair styled to look so amazing. They're going to have their makeup very beautiful. Everything is just going to look so freaking amazing. And they are just going to be going through this huge transformation before your very eyes. And now, for the other half of you, the other message that I'm receiving here is honestly, the first time that you meet them, your person could have had some type of injury, or maybe they were just going to be kind of feeling sick whenever you meet them that first time. The reason why I'm saying that is because we literally have needs before wants coming through. So what do you need before what do you want, right? Whenever you're sick, you know, you need to be like having some cough drops. You need to be, I don't know, getting some soup, right? So maybe you're going to be meeting your person at a soup shack or something like that. Maybe you guys are both going to be getting soup at a sandwich shop or something like that. And they're just going to be looking kind of like sick, kind of like tired and nasally and stuff. They're not going to be looking their best because they're sick, right? Who looks their best when they're sick? Like, no one, okay? Unless you're Jennifer Lopez. Like, I feel like that lady looks good no matter what. Every single time the paparazzi takes a shot of her, she looks amazing. So, I don't know what to say about her. She's an enigma. But, going back to your person, I was also thinking that they could have some type of injury because of the fact that with the Isle of Avalon, there are some key words here. And it says right here, healing. And it says rest. So, you know, maybe your person, whenever you meet them, they could have injured themselves. Maybe they're going to be walking with a cane or with crutches, or maybe they're going to even be in like a wheelchair whenever you first meet them because they could have broke their ankle or their leg or something like that. And then the second time that you meet them, they're just going to look completely different because they're not going to be walking with a cane or in crutches or in a wheelchair or whatever. They're going to look different because of that, okay? But yeah, anyways, the really big thing here that I'm seeing is that your person, they are going to be going through a really huge transformation. They are not going to look like the person that they looked the first time that you met them. So you are just going to be really taken aback by them. But you're going to love it. You're going to love the changes that took place. You're going to be like looking at them and be like, oh my gosh, like, is this the same person? Because they look incredible. Okay, they look like a hot freaking babe. Okay, they look like a boss babe. But yeah, that is what I'm seeing. But moving on to how they actually look, like their actual like features and whatnot, I'm definitely getting the idea that your person, you know, I'm kind of getting a Kate Moss vibe from them. Because if you look at this lady here, she looks like very otherworldly and ethereal, and her eyes are kind of like further apart. They're kind of spread apart here, and that is giving me the Kate Moss vibes, because that's how Kate Moss looks, right? Her eyes are a little bit further apart, and it just causes her to look very unique. It causes her to look very different, right? And so I do think that whenever it comes to the way that your person looks, they are what I would describe as being very unusual. I think that their eyes, for almost all of you guys that are watching this, are going to be a little bit further apart. You know, I see them, in particular, their eye color being this very beautiful, like, golden shade. The reason why I'm saying that is because if you look at this card, the horse right here is literally like staring at you, and the horse's eyes are this very, very lovely shade of gold. And also back here behind the lady is an owl, and I know you can't see it that well, but the owl also has some really beautiful golden eyes. So I think that in general, at the end of the day, your person, whenever it comes to their eye color, I think that they are going to be either like a golden shade, or they could be somewhere like in the browns, maybe even hazel as well, because hazel eyes can sometimes take on a golden hue too. But I just think that that is so beautiful. And for like one or two of you guys, they could have blue eyes as well, because this lady has blue eyes too. So guys, I know I named off a lot of eye colors, but at the end of the day, I really am getting that golden eye, right? So I do think that for almost all of you guys, like maybe 95% of you, your person could have golden, lovely eyes, okay? Which, oh my gosh, I freaking love that for you. I think golden eyes are so pretty. Oh, you're so lucky, you guys. For hair color, you know, the hair color is also all over the place. I'm not going to lie to you. We do have two cards here where the people have red hair. So for maybe 50% of you guys, your future spouse could have red hair. But right here, if you look at this guy, he has some beautiful black hair. And then obviously this chick right here, she has some silver-esque hair as well. It looks like it's obviously in the blondes, but it's more of a silver color. It looks like a white blonde or a platinum blonde. So honestly, for some of you guys, your person could have like naturally really pale blonde hair, but I'm kind of getting the vibe that maybe the second time that you meet your person, they could have dyed their hair. They could have gone to the hair salon and maybe gotten a, what's her name? A Gwen Stefani type of dye job, right? Because you know how Gwen Stefani, she literally like bleaches the heck out of her hair, but it looks amazing on her. It looks so good. It looks incredible. So your person could honestly have bleached their hair the next time that you see them, and now their hair is going to be like a platinum shade, which I definitely think you're going to love. You're going to like it so much. Now, talking about like their hair length, I think that if you are somebody who is more interested in women, I think that your future spouse is going to have very long hair, okay? Because the ladies here, even though her hair is pulled back, you know, it is quite long. They both have long hair. But if we're talking about men here, if you are interested in men, then I do think that their hair is going to be on the shorter side. But I would say that, you know, it could go from being like maybe like right here to their neck to almost being a bit like chin length to it being quite short, okay? I don't see it being longer than that though. So I definitely think if you are interested in men, it's either going to be like maybe chin length or it could be shorter than that, okay? But that is what I'm seeing for you for that. I'm trying to see if I see anything else. Honestly, I feel like you didn't get as many messages as the other two groups did, and I think because of that, I do think I want to pull from my little box here. Oops, I have a little dried rose petal right there, but I think I want to pull from my box right here for you guys. This is a box of traits, so let's see what wants to come through for you guys. So Spirit, for group 3, can we get some messages? Guys, please don't put in the comments that I did this for you guys, because I don't want the other two groups to get jealous, okay? But anyways, for group 3, what are they going to look like, Spirit? Their future spouse. When they first meet them, what is their future spouse going to look like, Spirit? Their future spouse. I think I want to get one more. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm also curious about how you're gonna meet your future spouse, because like I was saying, we were getting that like those two different messages coming through, and the way that you're gonna meet them one time and then you're gonna meet them again later on. So this is actually like a list of like dates. It's a list of like, you know, encounters, like it's a list of just how you might meet your person. Okay, does that make sense? So let's see what wants to come through, okay? For group 3, how are they going to meet their future spouse, Spirit? Please, I am so curious. I really want to know all the tea here. Group 3, you guys have like some really interesting, excuse me guys, interesting messages coming through. So I think I'm gonna, we're gonna stay with that. Okay, so we're gonna put that right here to the side, and let's take a look at the physical traits that are coming through. Okay, so we have brown, black eyes coming through. So again, it could be like a darker shade. Like I was saying, I was seeing more so like the golden color, but you know, whenever it comes to like a golden color, whenever I think of golden eyes, usually golden eyes are like a golden brown, in my opinion. Like that shade is a shade of brown, if that makes any sense. So that is what I'm seeing there. Now again, they could be like a lighter golden color, or they could be like a darker golden color. Do you get what I'm saying? I hope you do. We also have dreadlocks. Okay, so your person could have dreadlocks, which is very interesting to see. We have wavy hair, so they could have wavier hair. We also have straight hair. Okay, there are so many messages about hair coming through. Again, I just think that your person, I think that they are going to be having a really big change, and that change could definitely be taking place within their hair. That could be where you see the biggest change, okay? We also have, we have changes style a lot. Can y'all see that? Changes style a lot. So their style could have had a really big transformation from the first time that you meet them to the second time that you meet them. Again, I just think that for most of you guys, your person is going to be like either sick or hurt. And you know, whenever you're hurt, you can't dress the best, especially if you have like a cast on. Like, it's not like you can wear like some really cute outfit, right? Most of the time you're just wearing sweats, or you're wearing like those workout shorts or something easy to put on over the cast. So, you know, obviously after you meet them the second time, they're not going to be hurt, or they're not going to be sick, or they're not going to be, you know, down on their luck. They're going to have enough money, and they're going to have the ability to dress however they want. And I think that they are going to be dressed to the nines, most likely, whenever you meet them the second time. And you're just going to love it. You're going to be so here for it. We have hippie vibes coming through, so they could have like a hippier vibe, which makes sense because this lady, she looks very spiritual, very boho. So your person could have like that Vanessa Hudgens type of look, type of style going on. We also have long, luscious hair. So again, for the ladies, your person's going to have some long, luscious hair. And then, oh my gosh, literally it's all about the hair. We have TikTok hair coming through. So, you know, maybe your person is really into TikTok. Maybe they're inspired by the TikTok looks. Honestly, for some of you guys, maybe they're going to be like playing with like their like how they dye their hair in the way that, you know how for a lot of TikTokers that the trend has been like to dye the front two pieces of their hair. So maybe your person is going to be doing that. But again, I think the biggest transformation is really going to be taking place in your person's hair. It's just going to be like night and day. It's going to be completely changed. So yes, guys, also again, the style, your person's style is going to be completely different from the first to the second time that you meet them. But trying to take a look at how you are going to meet your person. we have after a heartbreak coming through. So you could be meeting your person after a heartbreak. Okay? Or honestly, they could be going through a heartbreak. Maybe the first time you meet them, maybe they're not going to be sick. Maybe they're not going to be injured in a physical sense, but in a internal sense, right? Maybe they are going to be going through like an emotional injury. Okay, so they could be going through a heartbreak, and because they are so sad, because they are so upset, they're not going to be trying to dress super nice or super amazing. You know, they could just be going to get some food after a cry sesh, right? And so maybe their cheeks are going to be like super blotchy, their eyes are going to be real puffy, their hair is going to be in like a bun or whatever, and they're just going to be wearing some sweats and a sweatshirt, right? And they're just not going to be looking their best, and that is going to be the first time you catch them. But the second time you catch them, they're going to be over that heartbreak. They are going to be, you know, dressing super nice and just, you know, being them and rocking it, right? So you, again, this is a very general reading. So you could be going through the heartbreak, or your person could be going through the heartbreak. We also have, we have afternoon coming through. So you could definitely be meeting them sometime in the afternoon. And then last but not least, we have best friend coming through. Ooh, okay. So that's really interesting. For some of you guys, this person could already be somebody who you're friends with. Maybe this person is going to end up being your best friend, right? Which is very interesting. And that could explain why you run into them twice, right? Maybe, honestly, maybe this could be somebody who you were friends with, and maybe you guys had a bit of a falling out, and then you meet them again like a year later or 2 years later. Or for some of you guys, maybe you guys ended up moving away from each other and you guys didn't see each other for a really long time. Maybe one of you guys decided to go abroad or to go to another state for school or something like that, and you guys just didn't see each other for a really long time, and you guys run into each other again after you guys decide to meet up after quite a while. But for others of you, this could even represent that maybe this person is going to be a complete stranger to you, but your best friend, maybe you guys share a mutual best friend or something like that. Or maybe your best friend sets you up with this person, right? And you guys come to realize that, you know, maybe you guys look a little familiar to each other. And you guys are going to realize that y'all ran into each other a really long time ago. Okay, so yeah, that's really interesting. Honestly, that is so interesting. So yeah, guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys.